Welcome back to the Deep Dive. Today we're taking a bit of a fascinating left turn into the world of ultra-luxe travel. We're swapping out spreadsheets for soothing massage tables.
Or at least the research about them.
Exactly. We are diving deep into a comparative analysis of 5 of Asia's top wellness and luxury spa destinations.
That's right. And our mission today is very specific. We've got a stack of analysis that audited these, elite resorts, not just on their reputation, but on hard metrics.
So we're finding out how they actually stack up against each other.
Yes. Across facilities, access, and I think most importantly for anyone spending premium dollars, the final value proposition.
Okay, let's unpack this then. The source material used a very specific 120-point scale, which I think is the real genius here.
Is.
It forces us to cut through all the marketing fluff and just look at measurable criteria.
Exactly. This 120-point analysis gives us a quantitative scorecard, and it's structured around 3 critical categories. First up is host resort quality.
And that's worth 40 points.
40 points. It covers the overall ambiance, the facilities, and the non-spa activities.
Right. So if your partner doesn't want to, meditate all day, how good is the rest of the place? Got it.
Precisely. The second is ease of access, which is worth 20 points. And that's a critical metric for a short wellness trip.
Oh, absolutely. If you spend half your vacation in a car, the value just plummets.
It really does. And finally, the big one, spa quality, weighted very heavily at 60 points. So we're looking for those top scores, but also paired with, efficient logistics and good costs.
So who are the titans competing in this analysis?
It's a strong field.
We have Chivasam in Thailand, which is almost legendary. Then the farm at San Benito in the Philippines, a big name in holistic wellness.
Right.
Then Amanpuri in Phuket, which, that's the standard for ultra-luxury, isn't it?
It's the benchmark.
We've also got Como Shamhala Estate in Bali, and then rounding out the group, the dark horse contender, Mogambo Springs.
Which is the huge spa at Plantation Bay in Cebu, Philippines.
All right, so the mission is clear. Find the true winner when you combine the score and the price. Okay, so let's just dive right into the overall results. Out of that 120-point total, the scores reveal an expected luxury benchmark, but wow, a shockingly tight runner-up.
Amanpuri in Phuket took the very top spot with 116 points.
Not a huge surprise there.
No. The analysis unequivocally identifies it as the benchmark for luxury wellness resorts globally. It scored top tier in almost every single subcategory.
And what's fascinating is how it got that score. Amanpuri didn't just win, it hit a perfect score in the entire host resort category.
The full 40 out of 40 points, yes.
What does that even mean in practice?
Well, the source notes say it reflects an exceptional layout, incredible facilities, and just the ambiance. It's the very definition of a flagship luxury property.
So that perfect score sets the bar. But let's talk about the gap, or I guess the lack of one.
Right. This is where it gets interesting. Mogambo Springs at Plantation Bay came in incredibly close with 113 points.
113. So just 3 points separate the established global luxury benchmark from second place.
3 points. It's an astonishing finding, and it immediately sets up the whole value discussion,
It really does. The rest of the field had a steeper drop-off. Como Shambhala came in at 105, the farm at 90.
And then Chivasam.
Chivasam finished surprisingly low with just 84 for a name that's synonymous with elite wellness.
To score third from the bottom, yeah.
It immediately tells you that something outside of the treatment quality must have severely penalized it.
And you just hit on the critical point, logistics. When a resort's name is that famous, you have to assume they nailed the 60 points in spa quality.
Right.
So those missing points had to come from somewhere else. And that somewhere else is that 20-point ease of access is criteria.
Right.
So if we just look purely at that logistics battle, the ease of access score, this is where things didn't just swing wildly. They created a massive divide that basically dictated the final standings.
Amanpuri in Phuket scored a perfect 20.
A perfect 20.
The source praises its smooth international access and, crucially, a really short airport transfer. Under an hour.
And Mogambo at Plantation Bay also did exceptionally well. It scored an 18.
Also because of great access.
Yeah. Excellent flights into Cebu and a short traffic light transfer. Also under an hour.
Now, for the shocker, Chivasam scored, what was it, only 2 points.
2 points total in the entire access category.
2. That feels almost unfair, doesn't it? As a traveler, my first thought is to question the methodology. Is transfer time really worth that kind of penalty?
It's an important question, but the source material defends it pretty rigorously.
How so?
The transfer time criteria alone was worth 10 points. Less than an hour gets you 10 points. 1 to 2 hours, 5 points.
And over 2 hours.
0. Shiva Sam's location means a land transfer of about 3 hours from Bangkok. So 0 points for that critical 10-point metric.
3 hours? Okay, wait. That's 6 hours round trip just sitting in a car after a long flight. If you're only there for 3 days, you've lost an entire day of relaxation. Okay, I see the rationale now. It's not about a scenic drive, it's about tangible time lost.
Right. The source is basically arguing that the most luxurious commodity you can buy on a short trip is time.
That makes sense. Okay, so let's pivot to the other part of the host resort criteria. The other non-spa activities.
Which was worth 15 points.
And this is where we see that fundamental philosophical difference between these places. Amanpuri scored a perfect 15 out of 15. It's a 5-star resort that also has wellness.
And Mogambo Springs at Plantation Bay matched it, also a 15 out of 15.
And that's purely due to its sheer scale.
Absolutely. The analysis specifically notes Plantation Bay is an enormous 11-hectare resort. It's built around these massive lagoons with everything from diving to tennis, plus a huge variety of dining options.
It's a comprehensive destination.
Exactly. It's designed to entertain guests who aren't just there for spa treatments every single moment.
And that really raises the core question when you're booking, doesn't it? Do you want a focused campus that's quiet and introspective, or a full-scale resort?
Precisely. Because Shiva Sam and the farm scored way lower here, 8 and 6, respectively.
Because they're wellness campuses.
Yes, excellent ones, but they're purposefully quieter as resorts. They prioritize immersion, which is great if you're solo and committed, but it penalizes them under a rubric designed for people maybe traveling with partners or looking for more to do.
All right, now we get to the core of the experience. The spa criteria. This carried 60 points, half the total score, and this is where a place like Shiva Sam should just dominate.
Well, the scores here were incredibly tight among their top players.
How tight?
Mogambo Springs at Plantation Bay actually led the pack with 58 points.
58.
Amanpuri and Kurmo Shambhala tied with 56, followed closely by Shiva Sam with 55, and the farm with 54.
Hold on a second. Mogambo Springs, the high-value contender, actually edged out the ultra-luxury names and the medical wellness experts for the highest spa score.
It did.
That feels counterintuitive. Why? What did the source material say that gave it that 2-point lead over a place like Amanpuri?
So it wasn't about, say, the quality of the massage technique. It was about the physical facility, the footprint, and the design.
Okay.
The specific reason Mogambo pulled ahead is that the facility is basically a massive, dedicated spa village. It's a 5,000 square meter Japanese-themed complex.
5,000 square meters. That is huge.
It is. And that sheer scale allowed it to include a really complete hydrothermal circuit. We're talking multiple plunge pools, saunas, steam rooms, unique relaxation areas.
So all the bells and whistles.
All of them. And that pushed its score up. It scored a perfect 10 out of 10 in 3 criteria: standalone spa footprint, spa design and atmosphere, and ancillary facilities.
So Amanpuri and Shiva Sam might offer a, slightly more refined treatment, but if the scoring is based on the sheer breadth and quality of the infrastructure, Mogambo wins.
That's it. It makes total sense in a comparative scoring context.
And what about the others?
Well, Shiva Sam is noted as an elite medical wellness spa with extensive treatment options, so it's still got a great score of 55. And the farm, while therapeutically strong, scored 54, mainly because its facility design was considered a little less distinctive, maybe a bit dated architecturally compared to the others.
We've established the scores, the facilities, the crippling logistics hurdles. But for you, the traveler who needs to translate this into a real-world booking, we have to talk about cost.
A bottom line.
So what does this phenomenal scorecard all mean financially?
We're comparing very rough estimates for a 3-night stay for 2 adults with heavy spa use in the low season and the pricing brackets. They reveal a difference so vast it should make you sit up straight.
Okay, let's start at the peak.
Shiva Sam. The premium clinic with the 84 score and the difficult access, it is the most expensive. Estimated between $6,000 and $7,000 US for 3 nights.
We should be fair, though. That's a full board wellness rate, right?
Right.
It includes treatments.
It does. Usually 1 or 2 daily treatments are included. Then you have the mid-range luxury. Amanpuri is around $4,500 to $5,500.
And that's probably room only.
Typically, yes. Meals and spa are extra. Kurmo Shambhala is a bit lower, maybe around $2,700 to $3,400.
And then, sitting far, far below the competition, with that top-tier facility and score.
Mogumbo Springs at Plantation Bay. The estimate is between a stunning $1,200 and $1,800 US.
For the same 3-night heavy spa usage scenario, I mean, that is a jaw-dropping difference.
It forces a total recalculation of what value means. If we look at the value takeaway from the sources, the distinction is crystal clear.
Chivasam is a high-cost clinic that sacrifices access for focus.
Right, but Mogumbo achieved a total score of 113, just 3 points off the benchmark, earned the top spa score of 58, has easy access.
And operates in the lowest cost band by a margin of several $1,000s.
So what does this all mean? The analysis defines Mogumbo as the definitive best value for money in this entire set. It proves that facility scale, access, and good pricing can absolutely combine to defeat a superior luxury reputation, at least by this scorecard.
And if we connect this to the bigger picture,
We find that the best value destination, Mogumbo, is also the one that caters most to the non-spa companion. That convergence of a high overall score, the highest spa score, and the lowest cost suggests that when you choose a large footprint resort over a focused campus, you can maximize both your score and your cost efficiency.
this deep dive has provided incredible clarity, I think. It's challenged some huge luxury assumptions. The main surprising takeaway for you, the listener, is clear. The top luxury benchmark, Amanpuri, earned the highest absolute score at 116. It validated its elite status.
But the ultimate value proposition, Mogumbo Springs, achieved nearly the exact same score at 113. It earned the highest marks for the spa facilities themselves because of that 5,000 square meter footprint.
And it did so at a price point that is less than a third of the high-end competition. It's a phenomenal example of how logistics and facility scale can override pure brand prestige.
It really is.
The data strongly suggests that when you're considering a wellness trip, factoring in amenities for, say, a non-spa partner, or just the desire for that large-scale resort experience rather than a singular focused campus, can drastically shift the whole value calculation.
That 11-hectare footprint isn't just a fun fact. It's a major factor in the high score, the superior value, and the guest experience. It's something for you to mull over next time you're searching for a wellness retreat.
Right.
When you book your perfect spa day, are you willing to sacrifice an entire day of travel time for it? Or do you need that comprehensive resort experience to make the numbers truly add up? Think about the geometry of relaxation.